The one thing I would say is that I have started to understand in the past 24 months, 36 months, younger agents are starting to understand that this typing me a text thing is not going to work. Looking at deals is not just a matter of looking at a cap rate. Looking at deals is what is it going to cap out at 20 years from now, for me.
How do you decide that? What drives the needle? Is it location? And
there you go. I was getting ready to say the three most important words in real estate.
Location,
it's always
location.
location. But I will tell you something interesting about location my father taught me. He said, location, location, location. That's where we live, breathe, and have our being. But don't ever forget, and he was a restaurant guy. He said, if you've got good food and you put it out in the middle of the James River, they'll rent rowboats to get to you.
Right.
And when I took him to Mama Zoo, I was there the third night Mama Zoo was open. Mm-hmm. When I took him to Mama Zoo and said, hey, I want you to try this. When you go to that neighborhood, in those days, it wasn't the best neighborhood in the world.
Was that Oregon Hill?
Oregon Hill, thank you very much. Damn. Anyway, when you went to Oregon Hill in the 90s, it wasn't great.
Right.
It wasn't an investment portfolio spotlight place. And he was sitting there and he took his first bite of food and he looked at me and went, remember the James River story? This is the James River story.
Yeah, no, that place was incredible.
Yeah.
You had talked about creativity and like some of the spaces that you have, because I think this tends to that, like if you can find the right tenant, the property is going to operate successfully, right? And
yes.
So how do you have the foresight of what the right tenant is for that space? Are you working with brokers and have partnerships that help you in that world, or what?
Recently, in the past 10 years, I've really started to enjoy working with brokers. And I didn't really used to enjoy working with brokers.
Interesting.
I like to create my own networks and my own network of people that would tell other people, hey, he's a good landlord. You should go rent from him. And I'd ask, Oliveto is there today, but for the grace of Johnny Jabos. I called Johnny after Secco Wine Bar decided they didn't want to be in the business anymore. And I said, Johnny, can you come here and talk to me and take a look at this thing? And then my original intent was to tell him, hey, you need to put a Stella's to go here. You need to put a Stella's grocery here. And he looked at me and said, my cousin's right down, or my sister, one of his family members is right down the street at Athens Tavern on Robinson Street. He said, I'm not going to put that there in front of, no,
right.
But I do have somebody for you. And he made a phone call and he said, I got a guy who wants to rent you a building, come. The guy came the next day and we made a deal. Mm-hmm. That's the inside interstices, the network I built. Right. However, for stuff that is more high profile, Arthur Ashe Boulevard stuff on Libyan Grove, that stuff, yeah, I'll work with agents all day long. The one thing I would say is that I have started to understand in the past 24 months, 36 months, younger agents are starting to understand that this typing me a text thing is not going to work.